Hey everybody, welcome back to our neck of the woods and the beginning of Vlogmas. Enough people had go ahead and said that if you guys want to do Vlogmas that we should go ahead and do it. Again, that's trying to post every day for the month of December. I've only got about 15 days planned out, and this is the start of number 1. And what we're basically just gonna do in this video is, hopefully all these videos will just be like maybe under 10 minutes long, just showing our day-to-day routine and activities, little things that I do to the house that aren't for a full-blown video, but stuff that basically I'm getting done and that I wanna go ahead and show you guys. So let's get started with a few updates, and I'll tell you guys kind of what the game plan is and what's coming up. All right, so first things first, might as well just throw the car in. Finally had to break out the battery tender that actually came with the car. We've got to go ahead and do that, and the battery was pretty low. On 4 notches, it was on second to last. So if I would have went ahead and started this up, it probably would have taken an extra turn or two, because this thing's been sitting for about a month. So not the greatest idea to let it sit that long, but we had to throw that on a battery tender, and we also had to throw the chacker on a battery tender. And as you can see, we've got enough of the garage cleaned up that we were able to back the truck in, because I got a little bit more drywall to just go ahead and play with and to do a few rooms in the house one by one, not trying to get it all done at one time, but just focusing on a game plan and getting like one room done at a time will really help my confidence and build the house up. It doesn't cost a lot of money for about $200 or $300 of drywall at a time. So the first rooms that we are focusing on is the master closet and the bedroom that is going to be attached to the vault down in the basement. They're both completely square, relatively easy to knock out, and not a lot of money to complete unless I hire someone to tape and mud and we find out what those prices are going to be. Now, I ran out of drywall, but as you can see, this room is getting done. We just have a little bit of this wall done. That wall completely needs done, which we need to still get some 2x4s and build out kind of like a chase for that vent pipe, and that is for the sump pump vent and any of the discharge going over, so that it has a vent also for the water softener and the little pump that I have to get the condensation away from the boilers. That condensation drops into a little pump that shoots the water all the way up and over to the septic or the sump pump, and that needed a vent. So we got to build that out and then drywall that in completely. And then I ran out and I just need a few more pieces over here. And once that's done, somebody could come over and at least tape and mud this room. We can get the door installed. I can start building out this little island in here. Go see my buddy up where I used to live. Pick up maybe a granite countertop for this. And this is where we're gonna do like our ironing and stuff for the master closet. And then later down the road, we'll worry about shelving and stuff like that. But it would be nice to have a room completely closed off, completely done. And we could bring like some of our winter storage or our summer storage in here, and we can start like packing it in. Now off camera, that wall is completely insulated with this rock wool sitting over here. Still need to do this wall over here. I think I should have enough. I've got one more bag maybe out there to try and complete this wall, but this wall may not get 100% done because I am using some of that rock wool to block these windows off. But once that's done and we get the plumbing, rough plumbing inspected, we can go ahead and start finishing off that bathroom too. But then we've got to start dealing with the bedroom down in the basement that again is connected to that vault. Now, there are 2 things that I want to say to you guys. If you guys are here for an ICF build, there's 2 things that I want to mention. Number 1, we are not doing very well trying to put up 1/2-inch drywall onto ICF. So if it was me and you guys are building your own ICF houses, I wouldn't use 1/2 inch. The problem is when the screw goes into the foam and actually starts to bite, because there's that foam gap there, what ended up happening on a lot of sections of ICF wall that I've already done, the screw ends up blowing out the back of the drywall and popping, and then it's no longer holding. So if I was you, don't use 1/2 inch on ICF, use 5/8. Yes, it's heavier, it's more expensive, but it just holds better. If you use the 5/8 plus the 1/2 inch of foam that's in the way, and you use like a 2-inch long screw, it connects, it pulls it in, and it holds it tight. So just learn from my mistakes or learn from what I've experienced, and 5/8 against the ICF just works better, and you can go ahead and use 1/2 inch everywhere else. The other thing that I wanted to bring up, I cut this doorway out. If you guys remember in the very last video, I had to cut the doorway out and I said some of the glue was failing. Well, apparently I used a different type of adhesive or caulking right here. And due to the fact that this is a very dark gray color, I believe that stuff right there was maybe by Liquid Nails, but I remember the actual model is called Fuse It. It is a much more expensive caulking per 10-inch tube, but holy crap did that stuff work. It works so well that you can see there is still lumber left over. It bonded so tight to the wood that the wood broke before the caulking did. And then there's another section right there that the concrete actually broke. The caulking ripped the concrete off and it ripped the wood off. So that thing was hard to get off. So if we want to go ahead and use the caulking everywhere else, like as you can see, I finished out that last piece right there for this bedroom. That subfloor Liquid Nails just didn't work that well, but holy crap, did that Fuse It work. That stuff is so strong that it's stronger than the parent material, and it ripped it off. So I don't think we need any nails where we use the Fuse It. And the other thing that I just noticed, even when you're touching that, it's even still like kind of pliable. That Liquid Nails subfloor adhesive gets like rock hard, and if you see like a drip going down and you touch it, it like shatters like glass. That stuff still feels like a hard rubber, and even when I was just pushing it, it's bending in. So it's not going to get fragile and break over time, which means these walls over here are going to hold because it's a better caulking material. So look it up. If you guys are thinking of not drilling down or nailing down through your floor, that Fuse It caulking, that is some amazing stuff. Okay, and then obviously, last little update here. You guys can see I went ahead and started building the closet. I've started running the electricity. We've got first few outlets over here, and these are all run. We just need to get 2 more outlets when we actually build the wall up in here to block this bedroom off. And if you guys are wondering, I think we are not going to do a Jack and Jill bathroom setup, which we originally thought, which means there's supposed to be a doorway right here to go into this bathroom. And then this bedroom over here, there would be a doorway going into this bathroom. And the only reason why is it's not the greatest setup to like place a bed in here where I actually want it. So by eliminating a door going into a bathroom, it just gives you more options in that bedroom to be placing furniture and stuff. So we may do a bathroom into bedroom door over on that one, but I think on this one, we're going to completely wall it off and leave this bedroom by itself. So basically, you know, you can put the bed right here, look at the TV over there, and then you can still have your egress window getting out and the bed, and there's not like furniture in the way. But that's the game plan for that. But that drywall is going to come down in here so we can start finishing off this bedroom. And then again, we'll go ahead and finish off that closet at a later time. So Vlogmas day number 1, I'm just going to go ahead and get the drywall in here all by myself. And one little thing that I want to do to try and help me out a little bit, I bought one of these like little drywall holder things to try and help you pick up drywall. And it was made of plastic and it broke on one sheet of drywall. So what a piece of crap that was. Well, this metal thing right here came with my quick jack, so that you can like hook onto it and like push it and pull it underneath of the car. Well, what better way to pick up drywall than I'm kind of modifying this thing, because it comes like this so you can attach and pull. But on this one right now, what I did was just cut it, and I'm gonna weld it and put a few more tacks in there where I kind of cut it and then I bent it over. And now I've got a drywall carrier that won't snap because it's made of metal and it's freaking welded solid. These things really aren't needed for the quick jack. You don't have to push it under the car that far because the frame rails are on the outside. So this is just kind of like a sacrifice. But holy crap, is this gonna make moving drywall around so much easier. So I'm gonna grind this down a little bit, remove the paint. We're gonna tack it up, and then I've got 20 sheets of drywall that I've got to go ahead and bring in the house by myself. And hopefully this makes it a little bit easier. There we go. That ain't going nowhere. This thing should be bulletproof now. And this isn't a bad little welder. I got it a long time ago. Somebody sold it to me when he upgraded, when he first got started. It's just a little 120 volt welder. I think it only goes up to about 20 amps. It will pop a breaker if it's a 15 amp circuit, but it does come with, I think it's argon and a mix of acetylene or something. I can't remember. But it does come with gas, which helps it actually flow some decently thick metal, and you can get some pretty good penetration. But it's not the best when you're trying to do the thick stuff, because it just kind of like farts and pops instead of like flowing a very nice continuous bead. But for $100 like 20 years ago, that thing has helped me out more than I can tell you. So if you're ever looking at getting into welding, I would just go ahead and start with one of those little guys. They can't be more than like $4.99 at Harbor Freight or something. And that is a Campbell and Hosfield, or CH. I think that's that might be a Lowe's brand actually, but it works. As long as you got gas with MIG welding, it will work. Oh, that is so much nicer. That is so much nicer. Those 5/8 are not very lightweight. The 5/8 are regular. The 1/2 inch is ultra lightweight drywall that I got. So there's quite a big difference, but holy crap, does that make it easier that you don't have to like hold it up above your head, have your hand stretched all the way down here. Usually end up hitting door frames because the height of me plus the height of the drywall, you gotta like bend down a little bit so it doesn't catch, at least on the garage, because that's a standard 6'8" door while all the other ones are 8 foot. And then going down in the basement, it usually catches right on that last piece of LVL on the ceiling. As you go down the stairs, it usually catches there and you have to go down. So getting another like 10 inches or so down below my hand. I'm kind of mad I didn't think about this before, making something out of metal, but this should make this job 1,000 times easier. 5/8 sucks. I can't wait to get the gym done and then start working out again. Oh my God. I can't believe this entire garage is 5/8 drywall that I did by myself. Besides that wall, I think my dad helped me out a little bit. But those were 12 footers. This is only 8 foot, it's so heavy. Oh my God, it's like nothing. I should probably do 2 sheets at a time instead of just 1. Oh, this is like 5 pounds. So glad I did the 5/8 first. This is nothing. I bet 3 of these 1/2 inch equal 1 5/8. Lightweight. 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 It was definitely a workout and some cardio that I needed. Last week, I think I had COVID again, maybe for the 5th time. or the flu. I couldn't get off the couch for 4 days, also couldn't eat. And I tried going to work a few days after, like on day like 6. I only made it through half of a shift. I was so nauseous and didn't feel well. They sent me home, but holy crap. That's the first time in a long time I've actually done some cardio. So there you guys go. Vlogmas, house update. We're gonna get started. We're gonna have some things to do with Christmas shopping, some decor for the house. We gotta work on the tractor, the Camaro. It's hunting week right now, so we might have some hunting updates on the property. What I do, what I use, etc. We'll talk a little bit about that, but a lot more to come for this month. But Vlogmas day number 1, done. I'm gonna just tidy up in here, see if I can knock anything out, or maybe just get some rest and get started on tomorrow. So I will see you guys back tomorrow. Hope you guys enjoy these ones. Take care.